It begins with a conversation you've likely had countless times, yet never quite finished. Someone asks, "So, what are you going to do when you retire?" And we answer with a list. The trips we'll take, the hobbies we'll finally pick up, the rest we've earned. It's a good list, a hopeful one. But beneath that list, often unspoken, is a deeper, more vulnerable question. A question we are sometimes afraid to ask ourselves. It isn't about what we'll do. It's about who we'll be. And whether, after a lifetime of meeting expectations from bosses, from families, from society, we will finally meet our own. This is the territory of the unspoken promise. The promise we made to ourselves through decades of early mornings and long commutes, through meetings and deadlines. The promise that said, one day it will all be worth it. One day you will arrive. And so, we approach retirement not just as a change in lifestyle, but as the arrival at a destination, a finish line. We expect to shift, not just in our schedules, but in our very state of being. We expect on some level to feel different, to be fulfilled, complete, at peace. And then we cross the threshold. The gifts are opened, the well wishes fade, and we are left in the quiet of our own company. And that promised feeling, it can remain elusive. We have arrived, but we do not feel arrived. This gap between expectation and reality isn't a personal failure. It is a profound psychological event. We spent a lifetime under the architecture of purpose provided by work. It gave us a title, a community, a daily rhythm of problems to solve and competencies to demonstrate. It told us clearly if we had a good day or a bad one. When that architecture is removed, we don't just lose a job. We can feel the loss of the very ground we stood on. The self that was reflected back to us by the world changes shape in the silence. This is why the question of identity isn't an intellectual one. It is felt in the bones. In the slight hesitation when someone new asks, "And what do you do?" We believe the promise that freedom from external structure would automatically lead to an internal flourishing. But nature shows us a different pattern. A river, when it meets a wide, open plain, does not flow faster with purpose. It slows, it meanders. It can even break into a delta of separate streams, searching for a path to the sea. This period of meandering isn't a wrong term. It is a necessary, inevitable part of finding a new course. The discomfort, the sense of being untethered, is not a sign that you are doing retirement wrong. It is a sign that you are navigating it honestly. The promise of perpetual satisfaction, of a problem-free life, misunderstands a central ingredient of human well-being. We are creatures who need gentle resistance to feel our own strength. A sailboat cannot move without the tension of wind against sail. In the same way, our minds and spirits thrive not on endless calm, but on the satisfying friction of a worthwhile challenge. Without it, we can experience a peculiar kind of emptiness. The days become smooth, but also featureless. We have comfort, but we may miss the sense of traction that comes from effort, from learning, from contributing something that asks something of us in return. This is the subtle work of this chapter, to move from seeking a final state of happiness to engaging in the ongoing practice of meaning. Meaning is not a place you get to. It is something you weave. It is found in the threads of connection that are chosen, not assigned. In the curiosity that is followed for its own sake, not for a grade or a promotion. In the small, almost invisible contributions that arise from your unique accumulation of years, the perspective you offer a friend, the patience you show a grandchild, the quiet stewardship of a community garden, the history you preserve by simply remembering. You may find yourself wondering, in a quiet moment, what a truly nourishing day consists of now. Not a productive day or a busy day, but a day that leaves behind a faint, warm resonance in your memory as night falls. The unspoken promise we must gently let go of is the promise of an endpoint. There isn't one. The finish line was an illusion. What lies ahead is not a continuing path, a path you now have the privilege to design. Its milestones will be different. They may be marked by the mastery of a new skill, the depth of a repaired relationship, the peace found in a regular morning walk, the story finally written, or the simple, profound achievement of paying closer attention to the world immediately around you. This is the journey of becoming a modern elder. It is the process of exchanging the identity that was given to you for an identity you author yourself. It is moving from a life of answers to a life of deeper, more generous questions. It requires the courage to acknowledge the gap between the promised feeling and the real, complicated, beautiful human experience you are having right now. And to see that gap not as a disappointment, but as the very space where a new, more authentic sense of self can begin to grow. If what we've explored here resonates with you, if you are in that space of meandering and meaning-making, you are welcome to join us in this quiet community of reflection at the Modern Elder.